Argentino, Manuel Belgrano. This is an Argentinian artist, Manuel Belgrano. Do you want it for tomorrow night?
Maybe.
Bueno, bienvenidos. Es un placer recibir a Sascha hoy. Es un productor alemán. Viene a tocar mañana a Input y como tantos otros tuvo la gentileza de venir a compartir todos sus conocimientos y toda su trayectoria y su experiencia. De hecho, de todos los que hicimos fue el único que preparó cosas para decir, así que más allá del diálogo que tenga conmigo, va a contar algunas cosas que tiene preparada. Está increíble. Y bueno, bienvenidos a todos nuevamente a otra charla en Arjaus. Welcome, Sascha.
Yeah, hello. Nice to be here. Thank you very much.
Well, what do you have in mind? Do you want to start like talking, or do you prefer to?
I have like something prepared for you. Some kind of tips what I can give to you for starting a label, doing production. Making yourself as a DJ, find your own sound and stuff like that. I have something prepared, but we can also start with the interview first if you want. So.
No, I'm interested in what you have.
You're interested.
So
okay.
I will translate. Él
Okay,
preparó cosas que son como cómo armar un sello, cómo desarrollarte como productor y como DJ y cosas por el estilo. Así que ya que le dedicó el tiempo y el esfuerzo a prepararlo, que se desarrolle con eso. Yo voy traduciendo y en la medida en la que yo tenga cosas para agregar o si alguno tiene ganas de preguntar algo, guárdelo para el final. Al final hacemos una ronda de preguntas y nada, nos sacamos todas las dudas.
Okay, we have to wait one moment. I also bring some vinyls, and I have for later. We have my first album.
Awesome. I want one.
Yeah, we have like 8 copies, and
excellent.
Here, get first here. Say first, so. So okay.
We can make fights here.
So don't fight about that. No.
The one that loses is the one that gets the copy.
Right.
Trajo 7 copias de su álbum. That this year, it's going to be to launch remixes from the album, right?
Not from this one. This one is released. Oh, let me see. I don't know. 2010.
Okay.
So this was my first album. Was released in 2010, and my new album was last year, Dark Shadow. And on this album we have remixes from Ricardo Villalobos.
I read that.
Prodance, these young guys from UK, which are really talented, have his own label, Dance Club. And also a remix from Reboot, one of my friends, and Arnaud et Mathieu, which is a really, really good artist, young artist, and friend from Point G. And yeah, he did also a really nice remix.
How do you get a remix from Ricardo?
It was not so easy, I tell you, because Ricardo is one of the persons that didn't have any email contact, didn't give anyone his home address and stuff like that. So it was like a lot of talk and chat with him to get like a remix from him. But at the end, he will do one remix for me. Yeah. So.
Él lanzó el año pasado un álbum que se llama Dark Shadow. Y este año van a salir remixes, va a salir un remix de Ricardo Villalobos. Le pregunté cómo se hace para conseguir un remix de Ricardo Villalobos. Me aclaró algo que yo presentía, me dijo no tienen email, no tenés el contacto de la dirección, simplemente hablando logré que lo haga, que fue un trabajo bastante difícil. Y va a tener también remix de Reboot, de unos chicos nuevos, así que I think it's going to be a remixes success album.
Hopefully, yeah. But I think so.
With those remixers.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I really like the sound on the album.
You like it? Yeah. Yeah, I have it here also. We can listen later to.
Perfect.
To this album. Let's see. This is the second album from me, Dark Shadow. So, but I will tell later about that. So,
vamos a hablar después de trabajo para escucharlo. Yo le dije que a mí me gustaba el sonido que tenía. And I read in an interview that you did for an Argentinian webpage called Buenos Aliens that the name of the album is that music is behind and you are on the back. I really like that concept.
Yeah, that was the idea, and it was also really, really stressful and mind-blowing work on that album. Especially about the album title, to have it like really dark and deep and have everything behind, which is also for your mind not so easy to understand.
Le costó mucho trabajo mental y físico hacer el álbum y porque buscaba un sonido muy deep y que sea como mental y que llegue al alma y bueno, do you want to start with what?
Oh, we can just talk.
Okay.
we can start.
This is more relaxed. Do you want wine?
Yeah, we can have red wine. That's nice. I love the Argentinian wine anyway. So.
Okay.
Is it Argentinian wine, yeah?
This is Argentinian wine.
Okay, then it's
This
good.
is the only one you can get here, you know?
Okay,
Argentinian wine.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, yes. So, I have to tell you something about, I want to tell you something about my career and stuff, how it started, and I also want that you understand the way how to getting like a success with productions or with your productions, feeling good to release them and stuff like that, which is also really important for your body and your what is it, for your own own feeling for your body at the end. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Clink.
Cheers. So I'm gonna start now.
Okay.
So the first contact with house and techno music I had was in the early 90s, when I was a small kid. Right now I'm getting 28. And the first contact was from my stepbrother from England. At that time, he was not really like a kind of a DJ, but he making tapes at home. Really like tapes, the old cassette style. So, and I was a small kid with my parents on holiday, and we're like driving around with the car, and I had my Walkman, and I was listening to techno music in at the age of 8 or 9 or something. So I get like a really early contact to that.
Empezó a escuchar música desde cintas que tenía grabadas cuando era muy chico, ahora tiene 28 y tenía 9 años, iba con los papás escuchando techno en el Walkman. You're still very young. You are 28.
I'm getting 28. I'm now 27.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So.
But the first time you came here, you were like 24.
Yeah, it was 3 years ago. It was the first time for Greenfields.
And at what age did you start to produce music?
I started to produce music, I think it was 2003, 2004. So.
And what age did you have that time?
At age, I was 16 or something, 14.
Empezó a producir a los 16 años.
16, so. It was the same time I was starting, I was starting a little bit earlier DJing, let's say 14 or 13 or something, just at home, you know. Get the first reloop, shitty turntables, you know. So, and I tried afterwards to produce music with some analog equipment and stuff, and yeah.
Empezó a poner música a los 14 y a producir a los 16. Empezó con bandejas y un reloop. Y la diferencia de vivir en Alemania y vivir acá, empezó a producir a los 16 con hardware. How you was influenced of living in Frankfurt at that age? Because if you live here in Buenos Aires and in the 90s to produce techno music at the age of 16, it was like unimaginable, you know? How do you feel that your city or your hometown inspire you?
Yeah, that's also the next point on
Okay.
on my little presentation I have here. Yeah, the next thing was I was at that age I was going the first time to Freebase Records, which is a well-known record store in Frankfurt. At that time it was run by Bernd Maus, which was also one of really well-known producer from Frankfurt. Maybe you know some of his releases from Maus and Stolle on Klang Electronics. So. And Carsten, DJ Meat. And DJ Meat is still running this record store, Freebase Records, with Chris Wood together right now. So I was there when I was 13 or 14 years old. Yeah, man, I was a small kid coming to these big guys and I was like really small like this. We're like, whoa, what the fuck? What should
Empezó
I
a
do?
empezó a ir a la disquería a comprar discos. Que la disquería sigue existiendo y él sigue poniendo música con vinilo. Exclusivamente pone música con vinilo, solo pone CDs cuando son producciones de él. Eso lo veníamos hablando en el auto, no lo dijo recién. Pero la disquería sigue existiendo. And do you still buying records on the same record store?
Yes, I do.
Y sigue comprando discos en esa disquería, que para mí es como el verdadero arte del ser DJ. Ir a una disquería, comprar el disco, ir al boliche, cargar un montón de maletas, poner esos discos, es como el modo old school, del modo que yo empecé, y es increíble que él lo siga haciendo. Debe ser un placer. Mañana vamos a disfrutar mucho escuchando ese set. Well, I said that it's a pleasure to see someone that keep buying records on the same record store, because what we talk about in the car, the art of DJing for me is still being the vinyl.
That's true.
And you keep going. It's like it's part of your history. You're still doing the same thing that you started doing. You didn't change.
That's true. This is really an important thing, and this is also one of the next points I want to tell you. What a good friend told me, maybe you know him, is Gerd Jansen. He was the writer from one of my first biographies and a good friend. And he gave me one good sentence. I can only tell that in German to you, but I will give you a similar one in English, which is Schuster, bleib bei deinen Leisten, which means be true to your school or something like that. So be true to you, what you can do, and don't make like so many crazy things and try to do this or this or this. That's really simple, and I do this way since so many years, and I got good success from that, and I'm happy about that. So.
Él sigue como un paradigma que le dio uno de sus mentores cuando comenzó, y dijo la frase en alemán, que es como: sé original con vos mismo, mantenete original, mantenete en... ¿Se resume en eso? Y bueno, it's really a pleasure to see someone like you, like following the same path from start, you know, and and believing that what you have to do is that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. So the next points are at this store, which was a meeting point in Frankfurt. I think was the only meeting point at that time. Before we had Delirium Records, but Delirium was more for techno, kind of Chris Liebing, kind of this style, yeah. And I get like the US house imports at Freebase Records. They have like Bernd Maus, which really into it, and sort out the good records for me and also for friends. And at that time, Federico Molinari was working there. I met him also when I was 15 or 16, around that age. And also Carsten DJ Meat was working there, of course, and Dorian Paik in the beginning was also working there. So this was the guys giving me the secret tips. So I was lucky at that age, but it takes a lot of time that I get like the respect from them, and I see, okay, this young kid can something, and want to do something good.
Freebase Records era como un punto de encuentro. Lo mismo sucedía en las disquerías acá. Y Federico Molinari, un DJ y productor argentino que está radicado en Alemania, trabajaba en esa disquería. Carsten and who else?
Dorian
Paik trabajaban ahí. Y dice, y me costó como que me respetaran. Era un nene que iba a una disquería y que le iban tirando como de a poquito, le iban dando consejos y le iban instruyendo. Y you started to live a traditional DJ life from very young.
Yeah, that's true. That's really a traditional way to learn and how to get the secret records. Today you get like on Discogs all the secret stuff really fast. At that time when I was starting, there was no Discogs. There was no place to buy records on Discogs. There were some other stores on the internet, but still there was no place to buy this stuff or to know it. Yeah. So it was good to have these people at this time. So for you also, it's always good to have people around you, getting connected, go with them to dinner, with friends, sharing times together. It's really important. Don't do everything over the internet, which is okay, which is also cool. It's a good connecting place, but still, there are real people out there, and the connection between real people and real life is much more intense and brings you much more where you want to go with your music and your style.
This is a kind of a meeting point.
Yeah, that's it. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm talking to you.
Dice que aparte de internet y de conectarte a través de internet, está bueno tener relaciones reales, conocer gente, compartir, absorber y dar. Y internet está bien, está copado, va, pero también encontrarse está bueno. Yo le dije, esto es como un punto de encuentro para nosotros hoy. Y dijo, bueno, es por eso que estoy acá. Así que nos sentimos halagados.
So the next points about my label. I want to talk a little bit about my label, Deep Vibes Recordings. Some of you know that. I want to tell you the story how I start the label. I start the label 2007, was it? Yeah. The ideas came up in 2006, and the first ideas were like, or I get help from Federico Molinari as well. Vera Heindel and Dorian Bake at that time. I tried to find a label to release my tracks on vinyl, and I got a lot of like not good messages about that, and so I was then a little bit confused and frustrated. So I told all these things to my friends, so to Dorian, Vera, and Federico. And they said to me, why Sascha? Don't worry, to say in an accent from my friend. Don't worry, just do your own label. So I say, okay, my own label, it's a lot of work and stuff like that, and it's a lot of risk. And okay, and then I try to get like an idea where I want to go, which sound it has to be, and which artist I want to release. It's just my own productions or productions from other people, and my idea was to release Friends, me, and also the US house inspiration I have, or inspired tracks I have. Yeah. So.
Decidió abrir su sello, Deep Vibe, y los primeros en aconsejarlo, en realidad lo que él estaba buscando era editar su música en vinilo, y como muchos de ustedes, él se sentía frustrado por no lograrlo. Entonces Federico Molinari, Vera y Dorian Bake le dijeron, abrí tu propio sello. Lo dudó, dijo como es mucho riesgo abrir el sello, y decidió hacerlo para editar su música, la de sus amigos y house de Estados Unidos. Así que ahí fue donde decidió como comenzar la travesía de Deep Vibe.
Okay, good. So the next thing is, the funny thing is, I start this label with on the same time as Federico Molinari's label Oslo.
Start Oslo, yeah.
Yeah, so we start at the same time, and yeah, we helped each other with all the normal things to do, you know, like payments and stuff. Yeah, all this shit. So, and first I forget the key point was I get the label when I had to do like demos. Kind of demo CDs, demo artwork, to send it to the distributions. So first I got not big success with that, and I sent one thing to Hardwax, the record store in Berlin, and they say, yeah, it's really nice, and we would love to do that, but for us it's too small. We make like just smaller labels from Berlin. We give it to Word and Sound. So at the end, I come to Word and Sound, so which is a nice story to tell.
Which is the last one? Is like a press vinyl company?
Word and Sound is like the distribution.
Distribution. Okay.
The distribution about.
Intentó ir a Hardwax, que es como muy grande, y dijeron, bueno, hacemos sellos de Berlín, y se pasó a... What's the name of the distributor? That I didn't get it?
Word and Sound.
Okay. empezó a distribuirlos. Empezó el sello junto con el sello Oslo. Oslo es el sello de Federico Molinari y como que empezaron a recorrer ese camino juntos y en 2007-2008 viendo el tema de los pagos, de cómo se maneja, que siempre que uno empieza un sello no es que hay manual escrito y menos en ese momento, entonces como que compartieron mucho el proceso de empezar, distribuidoras, etcétera, ¿sí? Porque es hacer vinilos. Hacían demos en CD y demás.
Yeah. Okay. Next things are, I want to tell you a bit about label work and releasing artists, finding artists, and how to do that. In the beginning, it's not easy for everyone who's starting a label, even if it's digital or vinyl. I know that, to find good artists, like well-known artists, to get a release on your label. I know that from the beginning was the same with me. So, but in the start, I got Scott Ferguson, which was a really well-known producer from Detroit. He had his own label, Ferris Park, and he helped me a lot also. He was a really, really nice guy. He say, okay, the tracks are for free, and I just want to have the downloads. I know how the vinyl market is. So that was a good help. Afterwards, we had like Brothers Vibe on the label. We had new artists, found new artists, also like DJ Q, Ami Alexander. And still I'm searching for new artists, talented artists, and
here you have a lot.
Okay, guys. So you can send me demos if you want, every time you want. Mostly it takes a while. I have to tell you that because I got a lot of exclusive MP3 promos from a lot of labels, and I try to organize everything and listen to everything, and this takes time. While I go also to the record store and every week, there's a lot of records coming out, a lot of digital promos coming to me, a lot of demos coming to me. So don't be like, what would I tell you? Don't be like anxious about when I'm not answering your request about releasing something on my label. It takes always a little time to do that, but I will do it. I promise to you.
No me puedo acordar todos los nombres de todos los artistas que fueron, pero dijo, al principio lo más complicado es conseguir buena artística, conseguir buenos artistas que quieran sellar por tu sello, y recibe un montón de música, va una vez por semana a la disquería, recibe un montón de música y de promos en MP3, como todos tienen un montón de trabajo recibiendo y escuchando. Va a llevar tiempo, no se pongan ansiosos, pero todos están abiertos a enviarle música. And which advice do you give them as producers to send you music and to get or into your label or another label, major label or a small label, but when you are starting as a producer, you are a young producer, maybe you are not absolutely 100% sure of your sound, but you really want to make it. What kind of, ¿cómo se dice consejo? Se me fue. Advice you'll give them.
Okay, there are 2 or 3 questions in that. I will start first. The first thing is, it makes more easier for all labels to send not too much tracks. Choose the best 2 tracks who believe you the most in it. Send this. Mostly the best thing is, I think, for my label, is send it, upload it on SoundCloud. You know all SoundCloud, so upload it there. And maybe 3 tracks, not more. So the best 3 tracks you have. Then you send it to the labels with like, you didn't need much information about yourself. Don't tell them about, okay, I released on that small digital label on this or this or this. This is not important, guys. Your music is important. Your music is the important thing, number 1. Not where you released, where you play, who played your tracks or stuff like that. That's not important. Nobody cares about that shit. Everybody cares only about the music at the end. When I listen to the tracks, I don't read mostly the whole story about you and stuff like that. So the music is the first thing. So.
La música es lo más importante. Envíenle 2, como máximo 3 tracks, los 3 mejores tracks en los que ustedes crean. no es importante su biografía, ni quién pone su música, ni en qué sello editaron antes, no lo lee, sino que solo un link de SoundCloud, SoundCloud todos lo conocen, es lo que él recomienda.
Just for an example, SoundCloud, you can upload it.
Claro, lo puso como ejemplo para él. Y como que eso, no se preocupen demasiado en el decorado. No, because every label manager that was sit there said different things.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
That's why I tell you this. You know, for my label, SoundCloud the best. But the best thing is where you can download it really fast or can have a pre-listen, which is important right now to do a pre-listen. Not to the worst thing is don't upload it on Mega Upload or SendSpace. Don't do that anymore.
Claro, no Mega Upload, no SendSpace, sino algo donde pueda escuchar algo rápido sin perder tiempo, y para él SoundCloud es la mejor opción para eso. Y nada, básicamente quedó redondeado lo que dijo. The second?
I can't remember what was the second.
Me
Sorry, guys.
But we have Adrian that will help. Well,
so I think the second was something about other advisors and stuff like that, right? It was like, we're talking about other advisors.
But I have another one.
You have another one. Okay,
what about the sound on the demos? Do you like to listen like to mastering finished sound?
Yeah, I know where we started. It was about guys are not 100% sure which sound they have and they want to have. Yeah, so this is a difficult thing, and also for me when I start doing the first tracks. Mostly tracks I did was tracks for me to listen at home, not to play in a nightclub or even to play in my DJ sets. So at one point, this is just for me. I don't know. This for every person is different. For every person can be different. So this was just for me. I was get on a point to say when I start my own label was like, okay, I spent money in that project. Where you want to go? You know, what you want to reach with your music. Yeah, you want to reach like doing like Nightmares and Wax, easy listening lounge at home music, or you want to do like abstract warp music on Warp Records or something like that, or you want to do like house music, or want to listen in a club, or you want to do this or want to do that. You have to be a little bit before. You must be 100% sure what you want. For me, I have to be 100% sure because I have to spend money on my label, and. Yeah, this is a hard thing, you know. I have really like restless nights. This is why the album called Restless Nights, and I didn't sleep for a few days and sleep at 5 or 6 in the morning, and because I didn't know if it was right. And when you bring out your tracks are out. This is one thing which is really important. I tell it to everybody. When you bring it out, you can't say no. This was not good. We have to put it away or erase it. No. You can't do that. It's in the internet. It's everywhere. It's on vinyl. Yeah, it's out. Yeah, and this is really important. The same also for your body and for your whole sentence and for your brain. It's really important that you be sure what you want to do and where you want to go.
Es importante saber dónde uno quiere ir, a dónde quiere llegar, como evaluarlo. Yo quiero hacer música chill out, música ambiental, música experimental, house para la pista. Como estar seguro antes hacia dónde uno quiere ir. Él dijo que cuando él empezó con el sello tenía que estar 100% seguro porque estaba invirtiendo dinero, no dormía por días, no durmió hasta las 5 o 6 de la mañana, se quedaba como maquinando. Y ¿qué más dijo? Resumido eso, ¿no? Bien. I'm trying to remember the last thing you said. Okay. But claro, y que una vez que uno lanza la música, que uno... No, but I have helpers. Una vez que uno lanza la música está ahí afuera, ya se lanzó, ya está en internet, uno no puede dar un paso atrás, uno no se puede arrepentir, que nos pasa a todos, uno no se puede arrepentir de haber lanzado un track. La música que hicieron hoy, quizás que Guti también lo dijo, sale en 2 años. o sale en un año y en un año tienen que estar como convencidos de que siguen amando eso.
Okay, good. Okay, so next points, next. So we had that. Okay. Now I have to tell you about how I start to release on other labels at the end. You know, I start my first release on my label, which was the Basic Collective EP, Part 1. This came out 2007. And I think 1 month later I released the Down Edit EP on Raummusik. And okay, Raummusik is really simple how I get to this release, but I tell you something else about other labels I released. I released then on Workshop, which was the label from Lowtech. For you, I think it's really difficult to getting in release on well-known label. I know that from the beginning. Nobody want to release my music in the beginning. I know that. And there's some, as I told before, there's some tips I can give to you as getting prepared. Don't send so much tracks to the labels. I got the big luck that I get success with my first release on my label, getting help from Dorian, which is important for you guys, to having help from your friends. Get together, starting something together, starting a label together, or spend some money for that, or I don't know. It's right now, I know it's really expensive to make like vinyls. Yeah. For 300 copies you pay around over 1,000 euros or something. So yeah, I know that, but still for me it's the best format, and it's, I think, one of the best promotion ways today, because we have like, I don't know how many millions digital labels we have. much. So you have to do something special, or you have to do something to getting out of this mass of productions, I would say.
Do you think that lo que él tuvo suerte porque fue apoyado por Dorian Peik en su primer release en su sello, pero dice que júntense con sus amigos, hagan algo diferente. Hacer 300 vinilos vale 1.000 euros, pero realmente vale la pena porque ¿cuántos sellos digitales hay? 100.000, no sé, estoy diciendo cualquiera, pero es lo que me dijo, así como número gigantesco. Y si uno hace algo diferente, para él el vinilo sigue siendo importante. Do you think that you make the difference, like releasing a vinyl instead of making just a simple digital release, that you make some difference?
Yeah, I think so, because with the digital release, most of the digital releases are not mastered, or they don't spend money for a mastering. And when money comes into the business or comes into something, and also to your productions, then you have to think about it a little bit more. Yeah, is it right? Is it the sound right? Is that what I want? You know, this is what I want to tell with that. Yeah.
Because of the investment.
Yeah, but it's an investment, and you have to think more. Okay, a lot of digital releases, what I see is that they just bring out every week a new release, This is not working. This is not cool. Yeah, this is not a quality kind of music at the end. Yeah.
Claro, lo que él dice que es que al sello digital, al no tener una inversión que hacer para sacarlo, no tienen la presión de decir esto está bien, de como repensarlo muchas veces. En cambio, en el vinilo, en el formato físico, al tener que invertir, es como que está más pensado. A veces los digitales ni siquiera están bien masterizados, o no hubo una inversión en el sonido o en cabeza antes de sacarlo. And I have a question in the middle related to the mastering.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do with the mastering? Who masters your label tracks?
So yeah, I do a little pre-master. You can do it or not do it. At the end, it makes not so much sense, because the sound has to be good before it goes to the mastering. Your sound has to be good. This, like, you have to do like some compressors, use the equalizers. I have some tips also from here. We can start here. Put on a kick on Ableton, put mono, or put on the bass line, put it on mono or something to get the sound more better, or to get the frequencies which is really important to get the frequencies in the right direction. Yeah, you see, use the equalizer. See where the frequencies are. Use where some sounds or samples or some recordings from your machines are, which are getting like frequencies are getting disturbing you. Find that out before you get it to the mastering, please.
Antes de mandarlo al mastering ya tiene que sonar zarpado, o sea que desde la mezcla tiene que sonar zarpado. Empezó a tirar un par de tips, como por ejemplo pongan el bombo, pongan el bajo en mono, identifiquen en dónde están las frecuencias, identifiquen cuáles son las frecuencias que no les gustan y sáquenlas. Tiene que sonar bien usen ecualizadores, tiene que sonar bien antes de mandarlo al mastering. Analog mastering or digital mastering, do you have any preferences?
Analog.
Analog.
Analog. I do the mastering with Dubplates and Mastering in Berlin.
Which one?
Dubplates and Mastering. So Rashad Becker is always doing that for me since we started the label, or since 5-6 years more. And he's doing a good job. But I tell you, it's not really cheap to do it with him. But yeah, it's quality. What I told you before, your tracks had to have a good sound, and that's important.
Dubplates mastering, right?
Dubplates and mastering, yeah.
Y los masteriza ahí desde el primero y realmente la calidad de sonido está buena, es un sonido analógico, es un mastering analógico, no es barato, pero el sonido tiene que ser bueno al final. Yeah, I think the same. I'm in the middle of taking decisions to my label, and I know that sometimes it's expensive, but it's also worth.
Yeah, that's true. So you can also destroy a track with mastering. I hear that a few times also in my productions. I don't tell you the names of the tracks, but
ustedes pueden destruir un tema en el mastering.
For me it was not so good, but okay.
Ustedes pueden destruir un tema en el mastering. Yo lo hice en un par de tracks míos, no les voy a decir cuál, pero los pueden hacer pelota.
Yeah, and I have some more like production tips for you, like what I use, what I do, I can give away because I learned it also from friends, from good friends. I don't tell the names, secret friends. No, it was Christian Burkert also. I work a lot with him on production, and yeah, I think we will just release our third or fourth record. So yeah, it's going to be out on Christian Burkert sessions on his own label. He made this label because of the idea to bring people in his studio. So I think this is a really good idea to share the moments, share the time, and yeah, creating something new, something special.
And he only released things that was made in his studio, sharing the time with you.
Yes. No, not only with me, with other artists also.
Yeah, with you, me,
Markus Fix was one of the guys, yeah. And Toby Neumann will be after us the next one. So.
Christian Burkhardt creó el sello con la concepción de compartir tiempo en el estudio con otros productores. Lo hizo con él, con Markus Fix. Markus and who was?
Markus and Toby Neumann.
Y Toby Neumann. Yeah. Y meterlos en el estudio, producir. I always like that Christian shows his studio and he has a lot of machines.
Yeah. I talked just with my friend Ezekiel here, and he said to me, "Why I know pictures from your studio on Facebook or somewhere?" I told him that's a secret, so nobody has to know it. But yeah, one time you will see my studio, but not now.
Él no muestra fotos de su estudio. We want to see your secrets.
I give you little advices here. From this is kind of my secret. So I told you before, use the mono on a kick on a bass line, which is more gives the other parts or samples gives more space. So important thing is give room on your productions, which means put a reverb, put a hall, put a delay on your samples or on your recordings from from your analog machines or what else. And give at the end the whole production a little bit room with a virtualizer, with like a small compressor. This is like what I tell the pre-master a little bit, just to make it like sound better or something. This is what I do. This is my tip for you. Try to do it. If it not works, it didn't work with you, but it works with me. So.
Bueno, aparte de poner el bombo y el bajo en mono, denle lugar a la mezcla, pongan delay, reverbs, un hall para que como que cobre lugar, como que cobre espacio. ¿Cuál fue el último que dijo? Y pónganle compresores, eso es lo que él llama como el pre-mastering, empezar a comprimir dentro de la mezcla, ¿sí? Y eso
please don't use it too often, so the compressor. Don't use it too much at the end.
Not too much compression.
No, not too much also. This is also the point. You have to find the middle part. This is not easy.
Claro.
I tried for my second album, I give the tracks too loud to the mastering studio. So I want to make it good. Too good maybe. And then they say, this is too loud, Sascha, because then you see the waveform and then you have just like this, yeah? When you just have this
with
nothing going down or going out, just a little bit up and the breaks and stuff like that. But when you just have this, is not so good. So you have to see a little bit from the waveform when you give it away. Yeah, for me it was okay. I recorded my tracks and was for me okay, but still they need a little space for a little dB space for the mastering.
Dynamics,
yeah.
Denle dinámica a los temas, no usen demasiado el compresor. Como que el secreto es encontrar el punto justo. Cuando él hizo su segundo álbum estaba como todo demasiado comprimido. Cuando lo mandó a masterizar le dijeron no, esto está muy fuerte, dejen espacio para la dinámica. And in the mastering, do you like too compressed or even in the mastering with space and dynamic?
I like it loud, yeah, too compressed.
I like cuando it loud. Recibe...
But I tell you something, it's a difference, the sound when they put it on the vinyl and you get it as a wave file from the mastering studio, there's a difference, yeah, because they don't use this waveform they send to you, they use it direct from, when they do analog, they use it direct from the machines to what's the cutter or the master cutter machine or something. I don't know
to make the vinyls.
Yeah, to make the vinyls. So they make like the I only know the German names for that. So the Mutter from that.
But I know.
Yeah.
A él le gusta bien comprimido, pero el tema es que lo mandan directamente desde la máquina a donde se hace el pressing, donde se corta el vinilo. Entonces va como directo. And for digital distribution, do you get the same mastering?
Yeah, I get like the mastered files, yeah, because they record it out of the machines then as a WAV file or something like that. Yeah.
In the same process.
In the same not in the same process. They have like the same knobs and the same filters and compressors. I have the same
the same figure on the machine. Right. Yeah.
So and then record it again, but still it's a difference because this one is on the vinyl, this other one is like digital. Still the sound is different. Yeah.
Okay. Para el digital, todo el proceso que hablaba es relacionado con cortar el vinilo. Para el digital es como el mismo preset, las máquinas en la misma posición, pero se pasa de vuelta y se copia a digital con una sutil diferencia. Como que es el mismo proceso, pero con la cabeza pensada en los dos distintos formatos.
Good. Okay. Then one last tip for productions is, use the filter and the equalizer, which is also important to find the right dynamics, which is really important.
The filter and?
The filter and the equalizer, of course.
Okay.
Use filter and equalizer on every track. Just try it. Yeah, this is like it makes fun at the end. Yeah, how to.
Do you have any particular compressor? All of them produces in Ableton, and if you have like a compressor. Or the one that you use, or one that you suggest? So
I use the equalizer, the 8, the normal one on Ableton. So this is a good equalizer at the end. So there's no secret about that. A lot of people using it, a lot of well-known producers using it, and of course I use the mono thing under utility to get like the tracks on mono. but mostly I use other VST plugins and stuff like that. Yeah,
Which one?
VST, VST or VST.
VST, okay.
VST, yeah. Plugins, yeah. But this is like the secret part.
Ok. Usa ecualizador L-Quate y que dice que un montón de productores conocidos lo usan. Y el utility para poner las cosas en mono, lo mismo que usamos nosotros. Y VSTs son, ese es como el secreto que tiene. Así que... Ok.
Okay,
Ahora yo me pregunto cuál. Now I'm wondering which one.
Okay, so
But
do you want to read which one? Yeah.
No, forget it.
No. Okay, no, I don't tell you. Okay, guys. So
Me dijo, ¿querés saber cuál? Jaja, no te digo.
so
He said, give him more wine.
yes, maybe. No, I keep safe. So so guys, next I want to tell you about a little bit about my DJ career, and I don't know, we have some DJs here also?
Yeah. They are all
Who is it?
DJs and producers.
All producers, all DJs, yeah?
¿Quiénes son DJs?
Okay.
DJs y productores
Okay.
clavers.
Okay, good.
Y los que no levantan la mano.
Okay. So, okay, then it's also good to know for you. So, for me, it was in the beginning. It was really fast. I tell you, it was too fast. I was playing in nightclubs. I was playing at age of 20 years in the Fabric in London with Luciano after me in room 1. So I was like really boom. I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? Played in Robert Johnson. I played in the best clubs in the world in a young age. Yeah, and I give you a tip, which is like sleep. Sleep everywhere you can. In the beginning, I have problems to sleep in the airplane, but at the end, sleep is important for you guys. When you're on tour, sleep, please, everywhere.
Tuvo la suerte de tocar en el Fabric de Londres, es como ícono en Londres. Desde muy chico, tenía 20 años, que como que no entendía nada. Tocó en Robert Johnson, que es una discoteca underground ícono de Frankfurt, su ciudad. Y uno de los primeros consejos es duerman. Cada vez que puedan, duerman. Si están de gira, dice, al principio no dormía en los aviones, pero después aprendí a dormir. Adhiero.
Okay, good. And yeah, it was a big success for me in the beginning, and also was really stressed. Don't believe it's not a stressful job. It's come to a point at one time it's been like a normal job. Yeah, you're gonna play like gigs in clubs where you didn't want to play. You met promoter, you met people you didn't want to meet in your life. Some criminal guys. I don't know. I have thousands of stories about that. So at the end, yeah, I make a lot of mistakes also because I was young. Okay, guys, I was talking to people shit sometimes because I was fucked up about touring so much. I don't have sleep and stuff like that. Everything was new for me. As a tip, getting concentrated on every gig. Don't talk too much to everybody. Yeah, be more quiet guy. What I did also was be quiet. Let everything come to you. Yeah, and yeah, then it will work. Yeah.
Como él empezó tan chico. Dice como que puede ser un trabajo estresante, que es como cualquier trabajo. Muchas giras, tocar en lugares donde en realidad no tiene ganas de estar, conocer gente que hubiese preferido no conocer. Dijo, tengo 1000 historias de esas. Y al final del camino lo importante es estar concentrado, no hablar demasiado, dejar que las cosas vengan a uno y estar como en foco, descansado, pensando en lo que uno tiene que hacer, que es tocar y poner música. Yeah, most of the international DJs, before playing, they are like, and after the gig, they get social.
The same is with me. Before I play, I didn't want that 10 minutes or maybe sometimes half an hour before. I didn't want that nobody talks to me. Really. I want to be like in a backstage room, sitting there, getting like, okay, which record I can play, because when you come to the club, you hear the sound and you see the people, okay, which record I start? No, with that, no, with that. No, better we start with a dub record, or no, that's too dubby for the beginning. No, we have 2 o'clock. Something like that. You understand? It's like getting like a millions of informations going in my brain, and I'm still nervous before most of the gigs I play, or every gig I play. I'm a little bit nervous, and I talked that also to Sven and asked Sven, "Are you still nervous before you played every gig?" Yeah, he said yes, every time. He's every time nervous as a small kid, staying next to the DJ booth, so before he starts to play, and the same is with me. I'm more quiet, and I didn't want that somebody talks to me at this time. Also, a good sentence for you: don't give a half an hour before the DJ starts a demo CD. Give him it after his set, because after his set, when he has a good night, he's in a good mood, you can get maybe a good feedback from him.
Es bastante acertado lo que está diciendo, que es que él cuando llega al club, media hora antes de tocar está como concentrado, pensando en el disco que va a poner, pensando este tema, lo pongo primero, mira a la gente, es demasiado dub, no, elijo otro, como que le gusta estar en el backstage, mirando, analizando, pensando en discos y quizás no hablando y haciendo sociales, sino como enfoco con lo que va a pasar. Sven Bath le dice, yo sigo estando nervioso antes de empezar a tocar, como que es un momento bastante crítico el principio del set para la mayoría de los DJs, y dice, si le tienen que dar un demo, dénselo después del set, porque si tuvo una buena noche, lo más probable es que hasta les dé un buen feedback y los reciba con mejor humor, nunca se lo den antes. Porque antes es como esa situación de pre-escenario, nerviosismo.
Okay, I think already done. We can listen to some music if you want. Okay. Do some new stuff.
I'll see if I have something that I want to ask. Because I made some questions.
Okay, good. Tell me.
No, but I think we talk about everything.
That's true.
And what do you have planned for tomorrow?
Planned for tomorrow is maybe go a little bit around the city again. I was come today early in the morning. Then I try to prepare a little bit for you guys here, and
thank you about that.
Yeah, no problem. And then I was going in the city today, which was really nice. We had a good food, and I love the Argentinian beef and stuff like that.
And for the night, for the music.
Yeah, for the night. And tomorrow night, yeah, we're gonna hang out with friends. Also, I have some friends here. I was 2 times here, and also some friends who come back to Argentina or met in Germany. So yeah, tomorrow will be good. I think tomorrow night.
What do you have something planned for the night, like music that you want to play, or that it will be that 1 hour before the gig?
No. I get always prepared 1 day before I fly. Always 1 day before, in the night I prepare my set. I try to make a small mix in which directions I can go. I check out how big is the club, how would be like the audience. You never know. Yeah, the audience can be like more. You can play more in a commercial club. You can play there at Rick Wade deep house style or something like that, or play in front of Greenfields and play a Rick Wade track, which was like not working. I think so. So yes, I getting prepared always the day before, and which makes me more, gives me more. What's right, right. So
he deserves one of the CDs.
Yeah, you get one. You get one for sure. No, so yeah, that's
él prepara los sets un día antes de volar y analiza cuál es el tamaño del club que tiene que tocar y analiza un par de direcciones. Me dijo en el auto, 2 valijas de vinilos, lo que es bastante interesante. A mí realmente me tentó mucho ir a verlo porque eso no se ve todos los días. Y entonces lo prepara. Yeah, because as you play with vinyl, you cannot prepare everything on the play or the computer a minute before.
Yeah. This is like also what I really like. You have like a small amount of records with you, and you have to getting prepared more as. I don't know. I don't want to tell that Serato or Final Scratch DJs are not getting well prepared for their sets. I don't want to tell that, but it's our way getting prepared for the night. You have a smaller amount of records with you. You have to think more about which options I have. Yeah, can I make like a dubby beginning? Can I make like playing some Romanian minimal house in the beginning, or can I direct start with like an old school Kerry Chandler house record? So this is the ideas I go in the day before in my brain, and also then before my set a half an hour, the same ideas going in my brain. So.
Como toca con vinilo, él nos dice que Cerato y el Tractor lo preparen menos, pero como tiene tan poca cantidad de discos, imagínense, vuela desde Alemania, no puede traer toda su discoteca, sino que trae algo reducido. Piensa bastante por adelantado cuál es. Voy a empezar con house rumano, voy a empezar con house de Chicago y va buscando las opciones mucho antes de venir y después tiene esa media hora previa al set. Así que, ¿alguno tiene alguna pregunta que quiera hacer? Or do you want to play some track? Estaría bueno escuchar, ¿no? Del álbum. What are we about to listen?
We're going to listen to In a Circle. That was the latest track I did for the album. The other tracks I was producing in a period of around 2 years. Yeah, I was working around 2 years on this album. The oldest track is In Your Soul, which is a soulful track. Maybe we can listen to that afterwards. Let's see. First we have In a Circle.
Vamos a escuchar al último tema que hizo para el álbum, que le tomó 2 años hacerlo.
Okay, let's listen.
I don't know which channel is
Here we go.
We're living in a circle. Life is in a circle. In the circle. Life is in a circle. circle. Life is in a circle. Life is in a circle. We're living in a circle. Life is in a circle. We're living in a circle. Life is in a circle. Life is in a circle. We're living in a circle. Life is in a circle. We're living in a circle. Life is in a circle. Life is in a circle. We're living in a circle. Life is in a circle. We're living in a circle. Life is in a circle. Life is in a circle. We're living in a circle. Life is in a circle. We're living in a circle. Life is in a circle. Life is in a circle. We're living in a circle. Life is in a circle. We're living in a circle. Life is in a circle. Life is in a circle. We're living in a circle. Life is in a circle.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
No hay como
So, this
escuchar
is
un
the sound
vinilo.
of a vinyl. So, good sound, yeah. Good. All right. Good.
What is the vocal?
The vocal is my vocal, so to tell everybody is a secret, but it's my vocal at the end. But with a lot of filter and a lot of rearrangement and stuff.
Es su voz con un montón de arreglos posteriores. ¿Alguien quiere? I will open to questions. ¿Alguien quiere preguntar algo?
Please.
¿Están todos hechos? Did you choose your voice because it was difficult to get someone to sing it, or?
No, it was an experiment. Let's say that, yeah. It was an experiment to use it.
Fue experimental.
Yeah.
El resto, dale. How important is hardware in your production?
That's one sentence I use. I use kind of analog instruments. I can tell you some names. They're Waldorf, Roland, well-known analog instruments. Studio electronics are also really good. But I also like to use plugins and, of course, samples. So I think everybody is using samples, even if it's just a small hi-hat or something like that. I think this is not more longer a big secret. Everybody's using samples, and but for me, it's important to have. It's more important. The sound quality is more important than what elements or what equipment I use. At the end, the end product is important, I think.
Para él usa Waldorf, Roland y no recuerdo los otros. Y usa samples, obviamente. Puedes usar un sample en un hi-hat, todo el mundo usa samples, pero al final, para él lo que es más importante es la calidad del sonido, como el bounce general final, que yo coincido. It's not important what you use, but it's more
Yeah,
important.
that's right. Yeah, it's you can use what you want at the end, but sometimes a kick drum sounds better from an analog Roland 909 or 808 as a sample or something like that. But still, at the end, when you record it, you have a sample on your Ableton. So,
Claro, puede sonar mejor un bombo de la 808 de la 909, pero al final va a estar grabado en el live. Es lo mismo. ¿Otra pregunta? Buena pregunta. He wants to know what's the process, the creativity process, if you work on a loop for a long time or you jam and then select a part.
Mostly, I tell you a little bit about how I make a track on how but it's always different. But I tell you one way. Okay.
Les va a contar cómo hace un track, siempre es diferente para él, pero va a contarles como un camino.
So right now I start with a kick drum. So you have like a tempo or something underneath. Then maybe just find a bass line, then hi-hat, snares, toms, what you want, clap or shaker, what else. And fit these things together, having like a basic groove. And when this works for me, mostly I sit on a basic groove 2 hours, 3 hours, more. And then when I get like this basic groove and I have like, the important elements in it, I would say, then I try to put solo on every channel. It means put solo on a kick drum. To hear how the kick drum sounds like, put solo on this and this and this and this channel. To getting like a feeling how the quality of the sounds are solo. Because sometimes when you're making music and you have so much samples and stuff together, it sounds so good when everything is together, but at the end you have to hear also from every channel, from every small sample or every recording, the sound. So,
Empieza con un bombo, un bajo, hi-hats, crea un loop, crea como el loop, el groove central, y después de que tiene todo sonando bien y que está armado el groove, pone en solo cada una de las partes, porque el conjunto puede sonar bien, pero la parte no. Entonces, como que lo va rechequeando, escuchando independientemente cada una de las partes.
Okay, and at this time, when the loop is okay, when the sounds are good, sometimes this loop or this track idea stays for 1 week, maybe just 1 day. It's always different for me. Also, it can be like in half a year or something like that, because sometimes when I listen to this loop, the next day I hate it or something like that. So, and a few years ago, I was erasing all these tracks and all these ideas. And right now I was thinking, oh my God, why didn't you do something like that, stupid like that? Because there was like also some brilliant ideas or ideas I can use in other tracks or things work together. So, after that, I try to find the ground idea. Okay, the ground idea as an inner circle was like, okay, we have like it's an Waldorf wave synthesizer doing like a kind of the bass line, and then we need some synths and we need maybe a vocal. And this is the second part. The second part is mostly the synthesizer, more not uplifting. I don't make uplifting sound, but I know what you mean when you tell uplifting.
Like the soul of the track.
The soul of the track, the ground idea, what I always tell the ground. We need Christian Burkhardt say to me, we need a ground idea, as always.
Is it the ground idea?
Yeah, like an idea who gives the track the soul, I would say. It can be just an ambient thing, it can be a small synthesizer, it can be something just in the background, but then this track has a soul, and then it's grooving, then it's moving, and this is what it's all about. It's all about the groove at the end, yeah.
Una vez que termina la parte que acabo de escribir al principio, de que tiene la base sonando, puede pasar un día, una semana, medio año, crea como una segunda parte que es lo que Christian Burkhardt le dice que es el ground idea, que yo le dije es como la parte del alma del tema. In this track, for example, is the synth and the vocal.
The synth and the vocal, yeah, of course. And also the bass line in this track is more a little kind of a synthetic or synthesizer bass line as you hear it. It has this dubby character a little bit. So this is what I tell the crowd. I did the synthesizers, the little bit more like dubby bass line from Waldorf, and the vocals. There's other things around. I was the ground loop. The ground idea and the ground loop. Sounds good, huh?
En este es el tipo, tiene un stab que es del synth de Waldorf, el vocal, ¿sí? Como que lo trabaja por partes. Esa es la segunda parte que tiene como el alma del tema. And at the end is the arrangement.
And the end is the hardest part. What I think all of you didn't like so much. When someone liked the arrangement, he can come to me and he can do my arrangement. Because this is for me always the worst and mind-blowing part at the end. Because sometimes I did just finished a new track, but we can't listen to that. Don't have it with me. And on this track, the arrangement was going so fast, and I was so happy. I don't know. There not so many things going up or going down, because when you have a really, really good loop or a really good groove, then you didn't need so much arrangement. Sometimes arrangement can also destroy tracks or ideas. This is why I tell you, best thing is when you have like the ground idea, ground loop, okay? You have everything in Ableton. You didn't have been wild to the arrangement window. Shut down your PC and do it the next day. This is what was for me always the best. Make the best tracks the next day then, or sleep after night, and then at the night they came the ideas, or yeah, that's good.
Para él la finalización es la parte más difícil. Dijo, si quiere alguien venga y hágame el arrangement. A veces sale fácil y pasa al día siguiente. Como mencionó un par de temas, es como darle, a veces sale fácil, a veces cuesta armar la última parte, la parte final del track. Do you want to listen to one more track and we finish?
Yeah, we can listen.
Vamos a escuchar un tema más.
You want to listen to a track of mine, or we can
a
listen
track
to
of yours? Yeah.
A track of mine. Okay, it's about me. Okay, let's go. Okay, we can have.
Vamos a escuchar un tema.
We can have from my friend Einzelkind, his label La Peña, which makes sense to have it to play it here in a Spanish country.
La Peña should be played here.
Yes, so I think that's a good. And the track is called The Devil and the Beast. And yeah, this is my two sides, The Devil and the Beast. No.
The Devil and the Beast del sello La Peña. ¿Alguno tiene alguna duda antes de que terminemos? ¿Quiere preguntar algo? ¿Están todos? They are all happy.
Everything.
Dale,
there's
a
one.
question. Do you listen to the tracks in another place besides your studio to arrange?
Yes, of course. Good question. Yeah. Also use most of you maybe have an iPod or an iPhone or something like that. Use these cheap headphones and listen to your tracks. That's a stupid advice, I know, but it works.
Buena pregunta. Si tenés unos auriculares baratos de un iPod, un iPhone o lo que sea, escúchalo ahí. dice, puede sonar estúpido, pero escuchalos en esos auriculares.
It's I mean you don't have the good sound quality on that, but you can hear like some frequencies you didn't hear before in your good studio monitor. Yeah, you have like always most of the studio monitors has like a better sound. This is why you need always in your studio like a reference monitors, which you have. I have Rolands, cheap Rolands, or you can have the white Yamahas, which have a good reference monitor. Because these monitors has the sound from a normal hi-fi sound system from the most of the people in the world has at home. So you need that because you can hear the frequencies are disturbing you and you didn't hear on your normal monitor boxes.
Los monitores suenan muy bien, entonces a veces está bueno escucharlo. Él tiene unos Roland o en unos NS10 de Yamaha, los blancos típicos de estudio tradicional. Escucharlos en esos monitores que tienen como la calidad del hi-fi, es como... Claro, que suena como el equipo de casa, el del auto, etc. Escucharlos ahí como una segunda referencia. Así que, bueno, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you guys for sharing time with me. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Vamos a escuchar La Peña. And the ones that want to take pictures or talk to you in private, vamos a escuchar un tema. La Peña, a mí siempre me llamaba la atención el sello. Decía, ¿quiénes son estos pibes? Ok. Bien, otro aplauso. Gracias, Sascha.